And we're back, fellow knife and outdoor gear enthusiast, C and
Jul. Just Jul. This time on AK Blade. We've got new carries on the table from QSP
Spartan Blades,
Kershaw,
Condor,
and Tops Knives. Without further ado, I throw it to you.
So I got it. It's the newest Tops Steel Eagles. Alright.
Yeah.
So a classic Tops knife that's been around for, I don't know, a long time. They've released 4 new versions, which we saw at Blade Show, so the surprise was a little bit, you know, and which are now available on
AtlanticKnife.com.
There you go.
So they now come in tanto and hunter's point, and in either the plain or a sawback option. So we have the tanto plain. Anyways, the Steel Eagle is 10.5 inches overall with a 5-inch tanto style blade with plain edge, 0.25 inch thickness, and a black traction coating. Made of 1095 steel and coming to about 56-58 on the hardness scale. This fixed carry is made to be used.
Handle scales are black, gray linen micarta. Comes with a Kydex sheath, black of course, with rotating spring steel clip, and the infamous whistle. Finally, this knife weighs 18.6 glorious ounces with a sheath. That's a knife. 15.3 without. Almost a pound. You know what, now I think about it. It's got more steel than a Prius. Fly with a Steel Eagle from AtlanticKnife.com for only $168.85.
Alright, so glorious knife, guys.
Yes,
the circumference of this handle is just right for a man's hand, okay?
Man's hand.
Yeah, I really like the blade style options along with the sawback or not to sawback conundrum. I kind of like this one, but the sawback would work too. You can use this knife for anything and everything. You can mini machete it up in the yard, use it for roughing in the woods, or as it's traditionally known, camping. Tops never lets us down when it comes to their big knives, and it's made in the USA. That's all I have to say.
Ain't much more to say.
Rhyming day. Okay, here you go.
I mean, it's
Just
tremendous.
falling through the table.
I like everything about it.
Falling through the
I've always
floor.
liked the Steel Eagle. I don't like the, well, it's a USA combat knife. I don't know if they make it anymore or not. Just like this, maybe about 15 inches long. This is a good size right here. This is the one that I would have.
That's great.
Alright, on to the Launch 14, now available in Damascus.
Yep, so button locks and launches.
Oh
That's
my.
what this year has revolved around.
Yep.
It's interesting. Go ahead.
Alright, so this automatic is 7.76 inch overall with a 3.38 inch Damascus cleaver style blade. Black wash finish, jimping, plain edge, 0.121 thickness. Handle is black anodized, 6061, T6 aluminum with carbon fiber scale front.
Of course, this auto is deployed with, guess what? I bet you can guess. It's a button.
Button.
Weighing only 3.2 ounces, this carry is light enough for an EDC, while the heavy-duty blade allows for hard work use. This knife also has a lanyard hole, bronze anodized titanium tube spacer, and a slim, low-profile reversible pocket clip.
Get the new version of the Launch 14 in Damascus for $179.95 from
AtlanticKnife.com.
else.
Yeah, okie doke.
Alright, so I wasn't impressed at the beginning, but it's really starting to wear on me. It's got a very usable choil. I like the styling of the blade. It's a lot more pronounced in the Damascus version than the regular version.
one.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, it's very lightweight. It's got a good feel to it. I'd have one. Why not?
Well,
What's it gonna hurt?
I remember when we reviewed the entire series, and we both thought that this version was going to be the least popular. Now, at the point we did that, the original Launch 14 had just come out. So it hadn't had enough time to gain notice, and it hadn't been, you know, put everywhere for the world to see. So now that it's had time, I still don't think a cleaver auto was the way to go, Kershaw. C likes it. It's nicer in terms of the steel and the style, but I don't know. I don't like it that much. I mean, I like several of the launch series, the 8, 13, 15, the 16 we did 2 weeks ago, something like that. I like those. I don't get the cleaver with the auto.
Okay, makes sense to me.
We're on to the QSP Copperhead.
6 different versions to pick from with either black G10 or brown micarta and various blade finishes.
So each one is 8.25 inches overall with a 3.5 inch 14C 28N Sandvik blade, plain edge, flat grind, jimping, and on this option a 2-tone stonewash and satin finish. Handle has black G10 scales with stainless liners underneath. Blade is opened with the dual-sided thumb studs and operates on a ceramic ball bearing pivot system. Finally, this liner lock has a liner hole, tip up, right carry pocket clip, blue pivot cap accent on both sides, and can be nabbed for $59.98 at AtlanticKnife.com.
Where else? Alright, so, I don't know. I like the styling of the knife. I like the shape of it. Overall, the profile of it. I like that it has the nice jimping on top. Dual-sided thumb studs. Could be a little more modern looking.
Better than no front flipper.
Yeah, better than no front flipper. I give them that.
No front flipper.
I mean, it's nice.
No front flipper.
It's nothing really that'll blow your skirt up, but for an everyday D2 carry, 59
14C
bucks.
28N.
15C 28N.
14C.
Well, there went that.
Okay, well, I think the D10 on this is just a little strong.
Do you?
Yeah, maybe if a little bit of oil or something in there, because it's a little difficult to
I see.
engage. But it is new, so it might need to be worn in a little, get that little bearing track going. Might solve the issue. I'm not crazy about the handle design. I think the handle is well curved. It fits the hand nicely, but I don't think there's like enough traction or something. I don't know. Maybe,
Not your cup of tea.
Maybe if I had the brown micarta one, it would be better. Other than that, I think the blade is really sharp.
That's important.
Really sharp. It's
Nice.
good. They did a good job on the blade. No flipper, but overall it's a nice EDC. B- for QSP.
Y'all can't be 10s.
That's true.
I was told that a long time ago. Boy, was he right. Only thing he's ever right on. Our next carry is the Condor Wendigo.
Yep.
Only one option. This Joe Flowers design is part of Condor's next step in folding knife evolution. 7.09 inch overall with a patent pending Condor lock system. Frame lock. This folder is ready for any task you have on hand. Drop point blade, which is 3.45 inch, made of 1095 high carbon, Scandi grind, polished finish, plain edge, 0.12 thickness, dual-sided thumb studs for blade deployment.
Yep, so handle scales. Front is black paper micarta. Back, we're not sure at this current moment in time. Just pencil it in as temporary stainless, but it could be titanium, we'll let you know. With a tip-up pocket clip.
Made in El Salvador. The Condor Wendigo weighs just 3.53 ounce, which kind of lends you to believe it may be titanium.
Yeah.
And it's just 100.22 at AtlanticKnife.com.
Okay, be prepared because this is going to be a little long. Okay, so this knife was originally released like the very end of 2022, like December. And due to the pandemic, we weren't able to obtain any. Yeah. So
2022?
this was the
Like 5 years
first
ago.
shipment we were able to obtain. Now, with that being said, I both like and don't like this knife. It locks well, but I'm not sure how it's different from a frame lock or a bolster lock. I kind of use the same thing because they're both using the frame. But the blade is very well done. The design, the steel, grind-wise is good. The handle and the hardware is where I have a bit of an issue. I mean, the front scale is too smooth for my liking and plain. And the hardware kind of looks budget-friendly, to put it nicely, and kind of out of place. I mean, they have this sleek, classy design, then they put this
Inexpensive, yeah.
pocket clip on there, and the spacers, well, these aren't technically spacers, these are standoffs, so they're threaded on both sides, so they could put the screws on both sides. I don't know. I'm kind of nitpicking. It's just these little details kind of...
Nitpicking. Sounds like you're trashing it.
I'm not trashing it. It's nice. It's a nice folder. I just feel like Condor, because they're more accustomed to making fixed blades, because they have amazing fixed blades, big leaf, and I can't even name them all.
For something that's supposed to be revolutionary.
Yeah, I just don't think they have much experience in folding knife arena. I think they just need to buff out some of these issues.
Wow, that's two things he was right on. He used to tell me, "Do what you know."
That's true. I think with time and maybe some customer feedback, they'll be making top-notch high-end folders in no time. This one's all right. It's okay. What do you think, C?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? What?
I don't think they'll be making top-notch folders for customer feedback.
I think they can with time
I
and
think they make top-notch fixed blades and machetes, and they should stick to it. Yeah.
I don't know. I think they could do it because I liked the Krakatawa they did.
This thing's okay.
3 months ago or something. I liked that.
It's not bad. It's kind of reminds me of just a Kershaw folder that they have. Very similar. I understand that there were some issues, but we got to quit pandemic in it. It's 2023 or 4 coming up, so pandemic.
Yeah, I don't think they had access to great materials.
You're pandemicking still. So. You're not watching this show, I guarantee you.
That's great. All right. With that, we have the Spartan Blade Harsey Kukri next, along with the Tops Papa Delta and Midnight Bronze.
Social distance.
That's it. And something I'm sure you'll find amusing, but not super useful, a Slingshot.
Oh,
I know. Can't wait
I found
to
it amusing.
Test that out. That's great. But first,
make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring.
Do you hear something?
Yep. YouTube notification bell.
Oh.
You ring it, and you'll be automatically notified when new stuff is dropped, along with being linked to AK and all of our content.
Of course, you get automatically entered into giveaways. July is for Jokers is happening this month.
Joker July.
So this week you can enter to win the Joker Bush Lord with 2 premium sheaths, one with Fire Steel and Dangler.
Can't beat that.
I know, you can't
we'll
beat it.
We'll also be posting 5-minute reviews this week. Uh-oh. Along with some others. Are we going to do this knife?
Probably, yeah.
All right.
We released tons earlier this week.
Okay, so we're going to do Joker, Ganzo, Spyderco, Kaiser, even Kershaw. Compare and contrast involving the popular Mora 511, or is it a different one? Companion.
Companion, I think.
Companion. And the Ganzo Outdoor.
Or knife,
wow. Yeah. That should be impressive.
It should be. And the knife still has deals going on, too, involving Gerber, Cold Steel, Kaiser, even Ontario.
Yep, nice titanium for $59.95.
Cerberus, I think is what it's called, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it also has spine. Gerber spine for $19.95.
It's in blue and green, right? It's nice knife.
No. Is it green?
Yeah, there's a green, there's a blue.
That's right. Is that blue one?
Yeah, cyan. Yeah. They call it cyan, but it's blue.
I never had all that. Yeah. Interesting. And we also have a rat for like $27. Can't beat that.
That's great. So make sure to check out the website.
Okay.
Where you can also double your chances of winning the Joker Bush Lord.
Which is most important. And become an official AK member. Link is down below.
And it's on to the Spartan Blades Harsey Kukri.
Heresy, you say.
Yes. Okay, so.
How many options?
Only one, but you really don't need any more.
What is that again?
Is it the Spartan Blades Harsey Kukri?
Heavy duty?
That's great.
Heavy duty Kukri.
Outdoor chopper is useful all-around tool due to the ergonomics and overall design. So thanks to William W. Harsey Jr. This knife's center mass allows the user to slice as they chop to cut through even thick objects and debris. It can be used for cutting meat, vegetables, chopping firewood, clearing, digging, skinning animals, even opening cans. Yes. Opening cans. Due to the narrow parts of the blade closest to the handle, this kukri can function in a smaller knife capacity. And then, whereas you get to the heavier, wider end of the blade, you can use it as like an axe or even a small shovel.
You know, we ought to have a series called Can You Do Better or Can You Beat the Big Leaf? Every time you show me one of these things and go, it can do this, it can chop cans, I'm like, but is it better than a big leaf?
I think it is. I like it.
I don't see
better.
But we can find out.
That's great.
All right, this knife is 13.875 inch overall with an 8.75 inch 1095 Crovan steel Kukri heavy duty style blade. Has a black powder coating, 0.25 thickness, plain edge, and comes to about 56 to 58 on the HR scale. Handleless contour, black injection molded with lanyard hole.
Made in Olean, New York in collaboration with Kabar, this kickbutt kukri comes with a black Kydex sheath.
Oh, they made that with K-bar?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yep. With lever disengagement, allowing for good, safe machete. Hold on. There you go. Machete fit, but with easy one-hand deployment. It works better when it's on your side. I guarantee you 100% because I've used it. So you can get the Spartan Blades Harsey Kukri for $158.85 from AtlanticKnife.com. Okay, so I'm only going to say a few words because I kind of rambled last time.
You can't say a few words.
I can. Okay, I'd clear my debris in my yard with this thing. I love the jimping on the handle because it's exactly where it needs to be. Not to mention the sheath. I tried it out, and you can see it on like Instagram or maybe in our minute previews in the corner. You can easily disengage the sheath without compromising safety. A++ for me. Made in the USA. Go ahead, C.
Well, now I know what a few words means. I love this knife. It's great. That was a few words. I love all their fixed blades so far. This thing's pretty awesome, I'd have to say. So, can't really get on that choil. But that's okay. It's got a nice handle.
Goodness.
I'll take it out.
You got the jimping in the back. You don't need
I'll take it out and see what she does. Next up is the Tops Papa Delta. Now available in Midnight Bronze.
Yep.
So this fixed blade is 0.58 inch overall, 1.63 inch 1095 steel blade with plain edge, doubled.
Yep.
0.13 of thickness and midnight bronze finish.
Handle is skeletonized and can be held in the regular or reverse grip. Designed by Leo Espinoza with input from a retired undercover police officer, this thin, skeletonized, low profile, in every aspect neck carry is perfect for any defensive purpose.
With the incomplete finger hole, the knife can be let go more easily than a normal karambit, where the ring is specifically there to retain the knife, of course. Comes with a black Kydex sheath, whistle, and neck cord.
Can never ever put the
There you go.
sheath on right the first time.
Alright, so we move on to the next one.
What do you think of this knife?
I think it has its purpose. We shouldn't spend too much time on it because we all know what it's for. It's for that one defensive time, like a backup knife. So,
I think you can cut stuff with it too if you use it as a neck
tons
knife.
of those.
I just like their midnight bronze finish
Yes,
that they're
you
doing.
do.
I love that finish.
Alright.
Nice.
Next
Okay.
up.
The QSP Phoenix is on the table for you guys next. So it has 6 different options. So it's 6.2 inches overall with 8.62 inches overall, with a 3.75 inch D2 blade that comes in various finishes. This one, of course, sports the two-tone stonewash and satin with flat grind, plain edge, and chimping.
Handle scales are OD green G10 on this one, but come in black and tan G10 as well. There's a jimped back spacer, lanyard hole, and tip-up reversible pocket clip.
Yeah.
Blade operates on the ceramic ball bearing pivot system and is deployed with a jimped flipper tab. You beat me to it today.
Yep. So you can get this guy for only $49.55 from AtlanticKnife.com. I know. All right, you can go first. What are your thoughts?
All right, so my thoughts are kind of the same as the other QSP. I mean, I like the blade style. I've seen it before. It's nice styling. It's a good size. I will give them that. This is a size that I like. At what is it? You said 865, 862, 709. But once again, we got our standard old stainless liners, and we got our G10, some design on it. You know, we could have done a little bit more, but for a regular everyday carry under 50 bucks D2. There it is.
Sorry, I was still. All right, so I like this one more than the other one. I think it fits my hand better. It's got the flipper tab, no micarta option, which is kind of a downer, but it's still nice. And I don't know. I tried cutting with this one, and it didn't cut as well as the 14C20N. I don't know if this is a fluke or what, but
oh, you can't cut one time and be like D2 doesn't cut as well as 14C20N.
I didn't one time. Jeez. Good general EDC for QSP. But like C said, it's not really capturing my attention. It's alright.
That's because we look at 10,000 knives.
Well, I still think it could capture something.
That should be a song,
putting
don't you think?
Color or what?
10,000 knives.
Yeah, well.
Wendy stabbed me.
Wow, it just doesn't capture my attention.
Unlike this next piece of gear from Condor.
That's great.
Captures my attention.
Nice segue.
The Exoskeleton Slingshot.
Wow. This is definitely an interesting tool. Air quote. What are you doing? Air quotes. Let's just do the specs first. So it's 5.25 inches overall with blasted satin finish, wooden core, and two 420 HC stainless metal slabs on the outside. 0.57 inches thick and weighing just 2.82 ounces. This guy was designed by, go ahead,
Joe Flowers.
Yeah.
He uses a slingshot to hunt for animals in the Amazon jungle. I, for instance, like slingshots because I enjoy taking a nut and knocking a squirrel out of a tree. Not killing it. I find it humorous
stunning it a little.
to hit it with its own food.
Oh,
and
wow.
if you people, Peter, don't like that,
wow.
Well, I don't care.
Wow.
All right. So,
not to kill, no, just to
no,
maim.
I just like to knock it out and it falls and you're like, well, look, amazing. They can fall 20 or 30 feet and they don't even get hurt.
Bug? Gnats?
So it's a new spin on Condor's ever popular slingshot, which I actually like the Tops one better than their old one, but I like this one
better than the Tops one.
Yes, so far it's sure to impress everyone from beginners to seasoned pros. Here's a hint. No half shots. All the way. And if you start picking up stuff around the house, don't do eggs.
Wow. Okay, I'm a beginner as it gets, and I'm impressed. You can sling on over to landknife.com and get a Condor Exoskeleton Slingshot for $72.25.
See your dry fire of that? Man.
Yeah. So I'm no Rufus Hussey. You're not going to make your joke there.
Ruthless Hussey. What's a ruthless hussy got to do with this?
I don't know.
That's why it's like $5 and nothing less.
I've heard it both ways. So it's still fun to use. I mean, I tried shooting things around the office too. Wendy and Crispy were not appreciative, but I had a good time. So, you know. What do you hear?
What do I think? I think I already told you what I think. I love it. I love playing with slingshots. I wouldn't hunt my food with them, but hey. If I had to and I can get close enough, I'd take a squirrel out. Or
if I'm going to the Amazon jungle, my first tool isn't going to be, let me bring my slingshot.
Yeah, I'm going to take out a capybara.
It's big leaf something or top something,
Spear,
Spartan Blades,
pig hunter.
Condor spear. Yeah, I'm not... Joe,
12 gauge.
Are you serious, Joe? I need to see him shoot something with it. Maybe then I'll be like, he's
actually,
more with a slingshot than a machete. Don't forget! Wow, you are being cruel. You love the big leap, but then you're like...
Big leaf is not Joe.
What do you mean big leaf's not Joe?
Matt.
It's not Joe and it's not Leo, it's Matt.
It's Matt.
Oh, Graham? Oh, I totally forgot that. I'm sorry, Graham. I apologize.
All right, so...
With that last piece of gear
that was it.
for the table this week.
Don't forget to hit those like, share, comment, and subscribe buttons along with ringing that bell. That way you're linked to AK and get first looks at the latest knives and tools.
You also get automatically entered into giveaways. July is for Jokers.
Joker July.
Going down around town right now. Double your chances by becoming an AK member. Link is down below. It's coming at you.
I wouldn't do that now.
No, I don't want to break it.
We're also on those social media outlets, even though, you know, like Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, Rumble, and AK's blog, which is #1 right behind True Social. See knife photos, quick gear previews, giveaways. There's giveaway opportunities there, and more.
And we're on to the best part. Favorite knife time. See?
Oh, this is going to be tough for me.
Go ahead.
Man, I got to tell you, any week, and I'd choose that slingshot.
Wow.
But this week...
No! You know what? You can take that. Take it with you.
Top Steel Eagle.
Spartan
I like that
Blades
one too.
Harsey Kukri.
Do you know what messed that up for me?
No.
Here's what messed it up.
No.
You started having me sing the song Heavy Duty Kukri, and I can get a K-Tac for about the same price.
In
I'm not
USA?
sure exactly. Maybe a little bit
El
less.
Salvador, USA. El Salvador, USA.
And I like the K-Tac, Condor
Solidarity.
K-Tac Kukri.
Solidarity, man. Solidarity.
So, that's what messed it up. I was all in on that.
All the way.
She messed it up.
USA, all
Heavy
the way.
Duty Kukri.
Shh, I'm making my own song.
With that, I'm seeing this is
Jul.
It Doesn't.
Just Jul.
And we are signing off.
It doesn't matter. Okay, why don't you show him? Just see if you can, like, go long.
No, it's alright.
Go a full football field with
show
that.
him my hand.
No, we don't need a close-up of that.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah.
Well, I'm shooting Nerf balls.
Yeah,
Can
well,
we take the
Crispy
camera
said
out?
he doesn't care, so... No, don't take the camera out. Just shoot it.
Are you sure?
Yes, just not the camera, girl! Oh, okay. Oof.
I did it easy.
It's still going.
You don't want to break anything.
He Babe Ruthed it. It's out of here. Okay, what was that? We lost. Okay, quit putting 2. We were doing extra. Just stop. No, you 2.